Hi, welcome. My name is Gabriella, and I'm here to tell you a story about Ganesha. How he got his name. Have you ever wondered how Ganesha got his name? Well, he earned it. Now, in the world of Sanskrit, names are never random. A name holds power, it carries the essence of what it means. San meaning well, and Skrita means done. So Sanskrit is the language of things well done. Ganesha's name is made of two parts, Gana and Isha. Isha means Lord or Master. Gana refers to a group, a tribe, or even a wide bunch of beings. So Ganesha means the master of the group, or more vividly, the lord of the beasts. And here is where the story begins. Because this isn't a title he was handed, it's a title he earned. So let's travel together to the high Himalayas, the abode of snow, where silence is deep and the air rings with the sacred. Here, on the mountaintop, lives Shiva, the Lord of Yoga, the one who integrates all things. He spends long stretches in meditation, and around him stand the Ganas, wild raw beings who love him because he sees their true beauty, their essence. And so they guard him fiercely. Shiva's beloved Parvati, the divine mother herself, lives nearby. But sometimes when Shiva slips into his long traces, she finds herself a little lonesome. And so she calls her Sakis, her girlfriends, to gather in one of her favorite caves. A cave that might as well be called a celestial spa. Picture steaming pools, glistening mineral waters, and soft beams of light dancing on stone walls. The laughter of the goddesses fills the air. On one such day, when they are splashing in bliss, Shiva stirs. Something bubbles in him. He opens his eyes, and of course, he wants to see Parvati. He glides down the mountain and enters the cave without knocking. But his arrival causes quite a ruckus. The women shriek, covering themselves in surprise, and Parvati, both flustered and annoyed, shoos him away. Shiva, my friends are here, please. So Shiva turns and, well, he used to waiting centuries, so he just goes back meditating some more. But Parvati's heart is heavy. She misses him. Her sakis feel the weight of her longing and gather with concern. Ma, they say gently, why don't you create your own guardian, a Gana of your own? Someone to stand at the door when we have our sacred time. He can keep us from being disturbed. Parvati considers it, and when she is alone, a deeper longing arises. Why stop a god? She muses. Why not create a son? So, from the power of her divine being, she shapes a beautiful boy, her firstborn. Their bond is instant, rich, and joyful. So, when the next spa day comes, she calls her friends and instructs her son lovingly. Stand at the entrance, my dear. If anyone comes, just tell them Mother is not to be disturbed. And just as before, Shiva awakens with longing. He sends one of his Ganas to fetch Parvati. The Gana skips down to the cave only to find a tall, poised boy guarding the entrance. Namaskar, the Gana says politely. Lord Shiva requests Parvati's presence. The boy stands firm. My mother, is not to be disturbed. Puzzled, the Gana tries again. I come from Mahadeva, the beloved of Parvati. He wants to see her. Again the boy replies, my mother is not to be disturbed. Now the Gana flustered. I come from Yogeshwara, the lord of the Ganas. Still, the boy just repeats, my mother is not to be disturbed. Determined not to fail, the Gana attacks. But the boy, trained in divine arts, swiftly disarms him. The Gana retreats defeated. But soon more Ganas descend from the mountain. One by one they challenge the boy, and one by one they fall. Finally, they return to Shiva, frustrated and bruised. A boy is guarding the cave, they report, and we cannot pass him. Shiva's eyes narrows. Call Virabhadra, he says, the fiercest warrior of them all. Together they descend once more, and this time, while the boy is busy defending himself, Virabhadra finds an opening. With one swift stroke, he cuts off the boy's head. The silence that follows is crushing. And then a sound far more terrifying than any sword. Parvati screams. It shatters the stillness echoing through the mountain. She rushes out, no longer the gentle mother, but the wrathful goddess, fierce and unstoppable. The Ganas tremble, even Shiva is stunned. She doesn't speak, but her eyes say everything. Fix this! Shiva moves fast. Go! He commands the Ganas. Search the world, bring back the first head you find. One group runs north, and in the distance they see a magnificent elephant moving gracefully down the path, wearing a smile that seems to say, yes, I've been waiting. The Ganas bow in reverence, the elephant lowers his head willingly, and they return with the head, and Shiva places it gently on the lifeless body. And then, a miracle, the breath returns, the elephant eyes flutter open, and life rushes back into him. He looks around, and something extraordinary happens. Each Gana, each wild, rough being feels seen, acknowledged, understood, even loved. Their agitation dissolves in the light of his presence. And as this happens, Shiva begins to realize, this is my son. Joy wells up in him. He calls out, my boy, there is only one name for you, Ganesha, Lord of the Ganas, because only you could tame their wildness, bring them together and turn them into joyful, loving guardians, just like your father. And that, dear friends, is how Ganesha got his name. He earned it, not by title or lineage, but through presence, love, and power to unify what no one else could. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it.